Hey everyone, so I was tagged by Brandit Reads to do a really cool tag called Day and Night that was started by Read-Agains, so here we go. First of all is the D and day. Do you read more in the morning or at night? I read more at night myself because in the morning I get up and I eat breakfast and then I do sort of my exercises and things like that, just whatever I've got planned for the day, and then I usually read at night. Are there any books that changed the way you thought about things? I have to agree with Brandit on this one. He said the Bible, and basically, whether you are religious or anything like that, it really does change the way that you think about things, and that's the book that I would say has really influenced the change in thought and things like that for me. The YA and Day, YA or not? I definitely YA because if it weren't for young adult fiction, I probably would not even read because there's so many good stories on the young adult level that just would not get told if they were waiting for somebody to write them on an adult fiction level, so definitely YA. So the A and is, are there characters that you honestly believe are real? No, there are characters that I really wish were real, like Ron, Harry, and Hermione from the Harry Potter series. I would love for those guys to be real, because I have a feeling we would be best friends. If I had to pick, definitely Hermione. I would love for her to be real. She's just like the coolest person in the world because she's a little bit nerdy, she loves books, and she's still awesome. Though I am a Ravenclaw, and I don't know how it would work if we ever dated, like Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, I don't know. But I love Hermione, and I always will. The N in Anne says nobody touches my books, or I don't mind loaning my books out. Nobody touches them. It's not that I don't want people to read the books, it's just that I don't want them reading my copy, you know? And I hate that sounds bad, but I love for my stuff to look brand new like 3 years after the day that I buy it. D, do you ever smell your books? Generally no, because that's kind of odd, but one book that I ordered from Amazon used for school, it was A Death in the Family by James Agee. The book was like really old and yellow and kind of gross, and you couldn't help but smell it because when you opened the thing, it just kind of blasted you in the face, and it was bad. In Night. Not everyone loves books. Is this a positive or a negative? I'm gonna say it's a negative. While I do believe that reading isn't for everyone, I wish it were, and I feel like I would have so much more to talk about with people if they read more. And so for me, it's a negative because I don't know a whole lot of people in person that really read a lot. In Night. I keep my books in the best condition, or maybe not. I keep them in the best condition. Like I said, I like something to look brand new 3 or 4 years after I bought it. G. Gosh, I have too many books. True or false? This is just a very small fraction of my books because I have a whole bookshelf. I've ran out of room, so I have this TBR stack right here, and then behind it is another long row of books because they're between bookends. So yeah, I have way too many books because I don't even have anywhere to put them. In fact, this is a really big dilemma that I'm having right now. But can you really ever have too many books? H. Have you ever spilled or stained your books before with something? If so, how? I've never stained a book or spilt anything on a book, but I have dropped a book before. I was reading The Tale of Despero by Kate DeCamlo. I dropped it on sort of like some rocks or something because I was carrying it to my grandparents' house, and it dented the side of the book. And the last one, T. Toned or untoned while reading? Or in other words, do you read while you work out at the same time? No, I don't. I run mostly and do a lot of cardio and things like that, but there's no way I could read. I mean, if that's your thing, that's cool, but there's no way that I could read and exercise or work out at the same time because it's something I think about the book sometimes just to like get something on my mind while I'm running to sort of pass the time, but no, there's no way that I could read and do that. I have enough trouble focusing and concentrating on what I'm doing when I'm exercising as it is to have a book in front of my face. And it kind of goes back to, I've thought about this actually, it goes back to, would the condition of my books be affected? Like, I would imagine if you read and exercise and work out at the same time, you know, you're going to get sweat on your books. And I'm really OCD about my books. I cannot help it be. So, no, I don't. I hear a lot about people doing that. I just don't. So this is a really great tag. Thank you, Brandit, for tagging me in this. I absolutely loved it. It was a lot of fun to do. I'm going to put the links to everybody who I tagged down in the description. And even if you're not tagged, go ahead and do this because it's really fun, really awesome tag. Read-Agains, thank you for creating this tag. Awesome tag. And again, thanks, Brandit.